Hey everyone, welcome to Code Harmony. Today we are going to solve this question 2364. Count number of bad pairs. This question has been asked in Google and Amazon and it is based out of hash table. Let's have a look on the problem statement. You are given 0 index integer array nums. They are saying a pair of indices ij is a bad pair if I less than j. It means we are picking I, then we are picking j, such that the condition j minus I is not equal to value at j minus value at I. This is the condition. If this condition is not getting fulfilled, it means that ij indices are forming a bad pair. We just have to return the total number of bad pair in nums. This is the problem statement. Num length will go till 10 to the power 5. Value is going till 10 to the power 9. So value is too large. If we have a look on this example, what is given to us? Only an integer array is given to us. This integer array is having values 4, 1, 3, 3. What we have to return is count the total number of bad pairs. Total number of bad pair means this condition is getting fulfilled. J minus I is not equal to nums of j minus nums of I. So in this case, if we try to figure out all the pairs, if I see this pair here, I minus nums of I is 1, nums of I is 1, we are getting 0. For this value, for 3 index is 3 and the value is 3, I am getting 0. Both are same. It means this is not a bad pair. It is a good pair, and yeah, one good pair is there. And if we try to analyze, all the other pairs are bad pair in this case. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. All are bad pairs. Now let's try to think how we are going to solve this question. One thing we can do is, for every I, we need to check every j in this case. I will go from 0 to n minus 1 and j will go from I plus 1 to n minus 1. In this case, we will be exploring all the possibilities, and every pair we will see whether that is a bad pair or not using this condition. In this case, what is going to be the time complexity? Time complexity will go into order of n square. But we need to do something better than this. So how we can do it better? First of all, let me ask you one thing. How many pairs we can form using these indices? Let's say we are at 1. This one index can form pair with only 0 index. It means there is only one possibility for index 1 to form a pair. If I am at index 2, if the j value is at index 2, for what are all the possible value of I? 2 can form pair with 0, 2 can form pair with 2. It means 2 number of pairs it can form. If I am at last index, which is 3, 3 can form pair with how many elements? 3 can form pair with 0 and 1 and 2, which is 3 number of pairs. If you try to analyze, these are same as of the indices. Whatever is the index, that number of pair I am going to get. What are the total number of pairs? Total number of pairs are sum of all the indices. Sum of n natural numbers are n into n plus 1 by 2, and in this case we have to get the sum of n plus n minus 1, 0 to n minus 1 natural number. So replace n with n minus 1, you will get the total number of pairs. Total number of pairs. Okay. And how we are seeing that total number of pairs, we will analyze that later. Now this is the condition, and if you want to know this condition directly, I don't see any other way than checking for all the possibilities, and checking all the possibilities are leading to order of n square time. So we need to do something better. If we further try to analyze this equation, in this equation is something like j minus I is not equal to j minus nums of I. This is for bad pair, and this equation we can only get by checking all the possibilities. So let's explore the good pairs. Can we do something better to figure out the number of good pairs? Why? Because total number of pairs we already know. Total number of pairs are equal to the sum of indices in this array. Total number of pairs we know. Bad number of pairs we have to figure out. If we get the good number of pairs, we can easily find total pairs minus good number of pair is equal to bad pairs. So good pairs are going to satisfy this condition, that j minus I is equal to nums of j minus nums of I. If I try to write this equation like this, making j together, I together, making this I, nums of j shift there and I shift here, it will become this: j minus nums of j, I minus nums of I. And I is a constant. I can tell directly k minus nums of k. This is the equation. It means for every value, for every index, I need to see what are the same values at different value of I, where I minus nums of I is equal. Here the equation that is coming is j minus nums of I is equal to I minus nums of I. If I run a loop with a pointer, that pointer is I. For I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, I minus nums of I is the value at that specific index. Specific index I. This is the value. And if this value is already seen previously, it means that these can be two pairs. These can form the value. Okay, if you are not able to understand, we will just have a look on this example. Let's work on this example. This example is 1, 4, 3, 3. What are the indices? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And what is the value of I minus nums of I for every index? The value of I minus nums of I for every index is going to be 0 minus 4, which is minus 4. 0 minus 1, which is 0. 2 minus 3, minus 1. 3 minus 3, 0. See, if you try to analyze, we are getting 0 and 0 here. Okay, and this is following this condition. And this value, these values are equal for two different indexes. Then those indexes are going to form a valid good pair. So here in this case, index I equal to 1 and j equal to 3 are going to form a good pair. Okay, so good pair plus plus in this case. Whenever at any index I am going to check a value of I minus value at I. This value I have figured out because I know both the values, index minus value at that. What I need to know is how many times this value has already been visited, already been seen in the past indices. It means I need to keep track of how many times this value has already been seen. For that, what I can do, I need to get some kind of map that where is a key and value. Key is something like this. Key is how many times this value has visited. How many times means the frequency. How many times this value is already seen, that I can store in a map. And when I'm getting at ith index, I can directly fetch this value from the map. If this value is seen 2 times, I'm talking about the case where, let's say, 4, 1, 3, 3, 4. If I get an value, get the I minus value at I value for this array, what will be that? Minus 4, 0, minus 1, 0 and 0. See, 0 is coming 3 times. 0 is coming 3 times. It means that this 0 can form pair with this. And this 0 can form pair with this and this. It means how many pairs are there? 3 pairs. Okay. When I'm coming to this 0 is already there. It means good pair plus plus. Good pair is equal to 1. When I'm coming at this index, it means 0 is visited 2 times already. So plus equal to 2. Now it is becoming 3. So 3 number of good pairs we are having. And what are the total number of pairs? Total number of pairs are equal to sum of all of these indices value. Index value. 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. These are the total number of pairs. Good pairs are 3 and remaining are the bad pairs. Okay. So in this case, what I did is I just captured the value of I minus value at I for every index. And for that I required a hash map, and let's have a look on the time complexity. If I have prepared the map, that map I can prepare while visiting this array. Okay. Why? Because j is always greater than I. For every j, if we want to have a pair, we need to know the pair with the previous indices. So those previous indices we can cover while we are iterating over the array. So in this case, we are going to visit the array only once, visit every element only once. So the time complexity of this approach is going to be order of n. But here we are also utilizing extra space. Extra space is never an issue. So time should be better. Time is order of n, space is order of n, which is better than n square time. Now we are going to implement this approach. First of all, I require a map. Map is going to capture the frequency of I minus nums of I. New hash map. Int number of bad pair, which is 0. I'm not going to take int. I have to take long because the function is also returning long. In the end, return number of bad pairs. Okay. And I just have to iterate over this nums. Nums dot length I plus plus. Here I will be having some good pairs. And what are the total pairs? Total pairs, we already discussed that it is equal to the number of indices. Indices 0 plus 1, 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus n minus 1. So while doing the iteration, I will keep on adding I into this. I said total is equal to I. And what are the number of good pairs? Good pairs, I will have a look. And bad pair plus equal to total minus good pair. Okay. Before that, I need some kind of key. Key is equal to I minus nums of I. And good pair is something how many times this key is already visited. Because this I value is going to form a pair with every time this key is visited. Let's say this key is visited 3 times. So we are going to have 3 good pairs in this case. So good pair is equal to map dot get this key. But if I don't have any good pair, so I need to get or default 0. If this key is not present, then get 0. If this key is present, get the number of times this key is visited. This is the good pair and this is the bad pair. And we also have to store this key. And to store this key, what I have to do is map dot put key whatever is the previous value plus 1. And how do I get the previous value? The same way. Or I can say the good pair. Good pair plus 1. Let me run over sample test cases. Sample test cases, it is working fine. I'm submitting the problem. It's working fine. Submit successfully. I hope you understood the approach. Thank you guys. Bye bye.